Did you know that the greatest gift you can give yourself this holiday season isn't under the tree? It's reconnecting with your body and the pleasure that's already within you. We spend so much of this season focused outward, buying gifts, hosting family, checking off endless to-do lists. But how often do we pause to give ourselves the gift of presence, the gift of self-connection, the gift of coming home to our own bodies? That's exactly what we're exploring today. Welcome to this special holiday edition of Pleasure in the Pause, a podcast dedicated to inspiring midlife women to connect to their bodies, pleasure, and power in perimenopause, menopause, and beyond. I'm Gabriella Espinosa, women's health and sexual wellness coach, and a passionate advocate for midlife pleasure and empowerment. I'm so delighted to share this space with you today. It feels especially meaningful to come together during such a reflective and, let's face it, sometimes overwhelming time of the year. Today, I'm inviting you to take a step back, to pause, to rediscover the vitality, ease, and joy that comes from connecting with your body. And to make this episode extra special, I have a holiday gift for you, a guided touch practice video tutorial designed to help you deepen your connection to yourself and cultivate pleasure on your terms. You'll find the link in the show notes to access it after today's episode. So grab a cup of tea, find a quiet, cozy spot, and let's dive into this transformative gift of self-connection. Let's start by talking about tuning inwards, or what scientists call interoception, because it's such a key part of self-connection. Interoception is the term used to describe your body's ability to sense what's happening inside. Think of it as the art of listening to your body. It's those subtle cues like changes in temperature, tension, or even pain that let you know when you're hungry, thirsty, tired, or experiencing an emotion like sadness, anger, or joy. It's your body's way of saying, hey, I need nourishment, rest, movement, pleasure, or connection. But here's the thing. When life gets busy, we tend to ignore those signals. We push through hunger, we override exhaustion, or we numb or avoid our emotions in the name of productivity or taking care of others. Over time, this creates a gap, a disconnection between what our bodies need and how we care for them. That's where interoception comes in. When we pause to tune into our bodies, we can rebuild that connection. Interoception helps us create a dialogue with ourselves, a relationship where we listen, respond, and reconnect with what we truly need. Let's take a moment together to pause and practice a little with interoceptive awareness. You don't need to do anything formal. Just take a moment to check in with yourself. So start by placing your hands on a place that feels like your center. This could be your heart, your belly, or even the tops of your legs. And just notice the way your palms are resting on your body. Are your hands tense or are they gripping? If so, see if you can just let them soften. Take a moment to feel the connection between your hands and your body's center. What do you notice? What is the temperature of that connection of hands to body? Any sensations? Perhaps it's sensations of temperature radiating to other parts of your body, tingling, softness, maybe an emotional response of tenderness, joy, melancholy, or sadness. Just notice what you notice. And now bring your attention to your breath without trying to change anything about your breath. Notice the movement. Is your breath shallow or deep? Does it flow freely or does it feel ragged? What's the temperature? Is it cool as you inhale, warm as you exhale? Can you feel the movement of your belly, the rise and fall with each breath. And now notice any physical sensations that reveal the presence of your body, perhaps a sense of warmth or softening in one area, or maybe tightness or tension or discomfort in another area. And then ask yourself, am I present in my body right now? If the answer is no, that's okay. It simply means you might be feeling a bit disconnected. And this is an invitation to gently explore that. Finally, notice the space of your mind. Are your thoughts racing? Are they floating in and out? Is there a particular narrative or story looping in your mind? Just notice what you notice without judging. Finally, become aware of your emotional state. Can you identify any feelings or emotions that your body's holding for you? Perhaps you can use a word, a color, or even a texture to identify that feeling state. And then take a deep breath in and out and simply welcome yourself as you are in this moment. And then take one more deep, gentle breath in. And as you exhale, allow your awareness to gradually expand. Begin noticing the space around you, the chair or cushion that you're seated on, the air caressing your skin, the sounds in your environment. And when you're ready, gently shift your body or stretch your body, rolling your shoulders, perhaps maybe wiggling your fingers or toes, and ease back into the present moment. There's no rush. And as you come back, I'd love for you to take a moment to reflect on your experience. You might ask yourself, what did I notice in my body? Did I feel a sense of connection, calm, or perhaps something else? Was there something my body was asking for? Rest, nourishment, or movement? How do I feel now compared to when I started? Interoception is a practice of listening to your body, and it doesn't have to stop when this exercise ends. I encourage you to carry this sense of curiosity with you throughout your day. You see, the more we practice tuning into our bodies, the more we strengthen the connection with ourselves. And that connection is a gift you can carry with you no matter what the day brings. Now that we've tuned in and practiced listening to the signals within, let's talk about another powerful tool for self-connection, the gift of touch. Touch is such a fundamental part of how we experience safety and connection, not only just with others, but with ourselves. It's simple yet profound. It has the power to calm, ground, and even transport us into deeper levels of presence. Science tells us that touch can lower cortisol levels and reduce stress, cultivate a sense of safety and belonging, help us feel at home in our bodies, and even ignite desire and arousal. Let me share with you a personal story about how touch became my lifeline one holiday season. It was a few years ago, and I remember waking up one morning with a mental to-do list running through my head before I even got out of bed. Gifts to wrap, meals to plan, errands to run. My body was already feeling tense, like I was carrying the weight of the entire season on my shoulders. Then came a moment when one of my kids came up to me and said, "Mom, it doesn't even look like Christmas is coming. It's like the Grinch stole your Christmas." They said it playfully, but I could hear the truth behind their words. I was so caught up in the stress and overwhelm that I had completely lost sight of the joy I was longing to feel and share with my family. I realized I was completely disconnected, numb, overwhelmed, and exhausted, and I couldn't seem to ground myself no matter what I tried. I chose in that very moment to stop everything I was doing, went to my bedroom, closed the door, and I sat down on my bed, closed my eyes, and instinctively placed my hands over my heart. I took a deep breath and I allowed the warmth of my hands to spread across my chest. Something incredible happened in that moment, something so simple yet so profound. I felt my body begin to soften, my shoulders relaxed, my breathing slowed, and I felt a wave of calm, like I had finally come back home to myself. Since that day, this practice has become my go-to ritual whenever I'm feeling disconnected. It's simple, it's accessible, it doesn't require any tools or a big chunk of time. So whenever I notice that something feels off, maybe my mind is racing, my body feels tense, or I just don't feel present, I pause and I place my hands over my heart, take a deep breath, and let myself sit with that sensation of connection. I tune into the way my hands feel against my body, the steady rhythm of my breath, and the gentle sensation of my chest rising and falling. I allow myself to stay there until I feel that wave of ease, a reminder that I am here in this body in this moment. And while my go-to is simply placing my hands over my heart, there are so many ways to bring touch into your self-care routine to feel nurtured, revitalized, and connected to yourself and the world around you. Here are a few ways you might gift yourself the power of touch. Wrap yourself in warmth. Choose soft, comforting fabrics to drape around your body, creating a sense of calm and safety. Massage a beautifully scented massage oil into your skin with smooth, long strokes and let the aroma touch and soothe your mind and body. Dry brushing. Use a gentle body brush to soften your skin before going into the shower and stimulate blood flow, leaving you feeling energized. How about this? Try creating your own healing energy by rubbing your hands vigorously to create warmth and then place them on any part of your body that needs some healing energy. And then finally, connection isn't only limited to your own body. Engage with other living beings for additional nourishment. Cuddle with your pets, whether it's a dog or a cat. Offer a loving hug to your children or partner. Let their warmth remind you of the healing power of connection. These practices are small but powerful ways to bring yourself back to the present moment and reconnect with your body. And if you'd like to take this exploration even further, I've created something special just for you, a guided touch practice video that you can use to deepen your self-connection. In this guided practice, I walk you through 4 types of touch you can try on your own or with a partner. There's energetic touch, barely touching like a whisper of air moving across your skin. Sensual touch, soft, fluid strokes that create tenderness and comfort. Grounding touch, firm, deep touch that provides stability and rootedness. And then there's fiery touch, playful touch with an element of surprise to awaken your senses. You can download the free video using the link in the show notes. It's my holiday gift to you, a moment of self-connection and joy to carry you throughout the season. As we close this special episode, I want to remind you, your pleasure matters, not just during the holidays, but all year round. Take time to pause, to breathe, and to honor the wisdom of your body. It's one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself and the people you love. Wishing you a holiday season filled with warmth, connection, and moments that light you up. And I can't wait to share more with you in the new year. Until next time, be kind to yourself, stay connected, and always make space for your pleasure because it's your birthright. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Pleasure in the Pause. Want to help me spread more pleasure in the world? Hit the share episode button and send it to a friend or post it on your Instagram stories and tag me, Gabriella Espinosa. And if you really love this podcast, please leave a rating or review as this helps the show get in front of new listeners. Finally, if you would like to access even more pleasure and stay in touch, sign up for my free pleasure upgrade bundle of powerful mind-body practices by going to pleasureinthepause.com. Remember, your pleasure matters.